Welcome to the Big Cat Lounge podcast, where we interview guests in a casual lounge setting from all over the world, sharing their insights one story at a time. We can be found on Spotify, YouTube, Apple, iHeartRadio, and much more. Please rate and subscribe to our show to stay updated on the Big Cat Lounge. Thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome to the Big Cat Lounge podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm KZ, and today's guest is an incoming associate engineer who is pursuing BTech final year in mechanical engineering from VIT University in India. He also has a Spreading Smiles podcast, and he's worked on a hackathon. If Swapnil cannot do great things, he will do small things in a great way. We welcome Swapnil Agrahari to the Big Cat Lounge podcast.
Thank you so much for having me on your podcast. Actually, it's my pleasure to have here and coming here and to tell about my life story. So thank you so much for having me.
How did you come to where you are today? And just what do you have planned for the future?
Yeah, perfect, great. So basically, I always wanted to become a mechanical engineer, but things were not going good. I got very less marks in mathematics during my board exams, and all my relatives, everyone in my family, they were saying that scoring the least marks in mathematics and you are trying to choose for mechanical engineering, it's like impossible. But somewhere inside my heart, I always felt that I had to do this, and so I chose that. And I went to the college as a mechanical engineering student, and I did a great thing in my college. Like, I studied hard, I planned out things, and in my second year, I got 9.8 CGPA and became the second ranker of my branch. So that was a time when I felt that we should always do what we like. We should always pursue our passion. Doesn't matter. There will be a lot of hurdles. There will be a lot of people who will be pulling you down. But it's us that who can tell that okay, keep going, keep going. It's us only that we can push ourselves. And after I started all this, so in this pandemic, basically, I really wanted to tell this to everyone that in this pandemic, it was a really hard time for everyone. And it was hard time for me as well. I was sitting in placements, companies started coming in my college to recruit me, and luckily from god grace I got placed in L&T technologies, and I will as an associate engineer. So but I've seen there were a lot of people who were losing their jobs, and even sadly there were lot of people who were losing their families. So I somehow thought that how to motivate the crowd over the country or over the worldwide. So I just started my own podcast channel, Spreading Smiles, to help out people, to get motivated, to help out people in leveraging their skills, and just to spread smiles, spread positivity, and make everyone's life bit happier.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that was long story short, my story.
Yeah, and I also got to see. I've seen some snippets on LinkedIn of some of the guests you've had, and we also interviewed here at the Big Cat Lounge. We interviewed Punita Parekh. So that was great to see that you had got to interview her as well.
Yeah, I interviewed actually some great people. Even when I started my podcast in this pandemic, I was not knowing that it will go to this much long way. But just had an intention to make people smile, to spread the positivity, and to spread smiles. So I just kept on doing all the sessions one by one, and today till date, I have done 35 sessions, and it is a big achievement for me somewhere, because the people whom I called, they were really unique, because I called a girl from India. She was being acid attacked at 10th class. When she was in 10th, she was being acid attacked. When she told her story, a lot of people got motivated. Then I called a woman who was pulled down by people because of her body weight, and she's an influencer, she's a dancer. Then I called a different lot of people. I called Mr. Gay India, I called a lesbian, I called people from diverse field to discuss out their problems. And the best thing about spreading a smile, what I felt was that somehow the people who were listening to my sessions, they somehow resonated with these people. And after resonating with these people, they just texted me back that Swapnil, hey Swapnil, this session was really great, and I somehow resonated with this session. I somehow felt that okay, this is really great thing you are doing, and they somehow felt happy. So then only I thought that okay, at least if I'm making a 1% positive change in the society, it's enough. It's worthwhile for me, and because of that I keep on doing this, and even I wish that I can do this in my entire life and till the end of the last day when I die. I really wanted to do this in my entire life because I don't money. I earn 0 rupees from this. I don't earn any money. The biggest thing what I earn from spreading a smile is happiness. I spread happiness, and in back I get a lot and lot more happiness from all the viewers, from all the supporters who listen to me.
Hmm. Hmm. Oh, that is truly a big cat blessing, just to be able to give back and to provide a, a smile to those in need, and just the amount of happiness you're able to reach is tremendous. Going to a quick quote of the day. So this is coming from the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. I'm not a product of my circumstances. I'm a product of my decisions. So that's just a quick quote of the day, something to reflect upon. Some people now, I think, like on LinkedIn, a lot of people say that, they're a victim to just applying online and just waiting to see what happens. But I think we need to all reflect and use this time wisely, and just try and see what we can do to change our situation and to change our approach, because it really is like a wonderful network, where you can communicate with people across the world with multiple backgrounds to really expand your knowledge and get a good insight, as to what exists there and what type of industry you may want to pursue.
Actually, I wanted to say that this is the best network I have ever seen. LinkedIn is the best network. That I was never a graphic designer, but in this pandemic, I had a graphic designing skills in myself embedded somewhere, but I was not using that. I was not leveraging that. When I got to know about LinkedIn, I started using my graphic designing skills, and I did more than 5 internships just in graphic designing. So I really wanted to tell to everyone who is out there who thinks that they are not getting jobs, they are jobless, they are not having anything to do. I really wanted to tell all those people that just come on LinkedIn because there are great mentors, there are great people who are going to polish your skills, and you will surely get a lot of jobs through LinkedIn as well. And you can surely leverage all your skills, what you have inside you. So LinkedIn is the one of the best platform to stay happy and to stay productive in this bad time.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And for yourself, you have quite a lot of skill set. You're a graphic designer, director of design, a podcaster, student, LinkedIner. How do you have the time to balance all of these, all of these things that you're doing, and just being able to stay on track?
Yeah, actually, a lot of people ask me that, Swapnil, you are doing a lot of things all together. How do you manage? So the basic mantra for doing all this thing is time management. If you and the second thing I would like to say is the priority. If you prioritize the things and if you manage the things, so you can do everything on equal time. So basically, I used to make a regular data sheet every day. For the next day before sleeping, that okay, tomorrow I have to do this things, and I need to take this much time for this XYZ thing. Then again, I have to take this much time for this another thing. And if we plan out things right, then we can do everything in a particular time. And the third very important thing, what I follow in my life, is to say no. Saying no is a very big thing, and saying no in a generous way is actually acceptable, because I have seen a lot of people who are willing to work with companies. Who are actually underpaying them, but they can't say no just because they want to work. But saying no is a very big thing, because maybe someday a lot of people might get a lot busy, and because of getting a lot busy, they even can't give a proper time to their family, they can't give a proper time to their personal life. They are so busy with their professional life that they are ruining their personal life at all. So saying no is very important thing. I get a lot of messages for freelancing. I say no directly, because if I am not getting proper time for my personal life, so spending out time for your family, spending out time for your personal life, and planning out everything and doing time management is how I manage everything on time. I make everything on a track. And the another thing what I actually do is I always keep following up my past works. Like I have always make a stack of all the work that I've done, previous graphic designing works, previous answers, previous work with companies, so I can see the improvement. Unless we see ourselves in the past few years back, then we can't know that what improvement we have made. So we need not to compare ourselves with someone else to see the growth in us. We just need to compare us from our previous ones, like before 2 years how were we working. So if you can see 1% improvement in yourself after 2 years, then that is the improvement in you. So instead of comparing from others, I do the same thing. I always compare myself with my past Swapnil, who was 2 years back, how he was working and how am I working now. So if I can see some changes, so that's what that I can see that okay, some growth is happening in my life and I keep going forward.
Yeah, and then you can give yourself some form of accountability. But I'm sure the people around you as well that you surround yourself with are always pushing you and giving you motivation and giving you positive vibes. So that must help as well.
Yeah, the best thing what I'm doing right now is with spreading smiles, working with a lot of clients. That everything I can do with a great support, and the support of my parents, the support of my sibling, the support of my colleagues, my peers. That is the best support. Even I got best mentors on LinkedIn. They supported me a lot. So there are actually a lot of people who think that they can achieve everything all alone, but that is the biggest misconception. You no one can achieve anything all alone. Even the Amazon is built, even the Flipkart is built, the Tesla is there, all the big companies, the Google, they are not working alone, they are working in a team. So team networking and a proper backend support is always required, and I'm so lucky that I got really good support from my family, from my friends. They always keep supporting me, they always keep appreciating me to make me boost up and to make me do what I'm doing currently. So yeah, that is a great thing that I get from my family and from my friends.
Yeah, yeah.
Today's sponsor is Anchor FM app. Go download the free Anchor app today to get started. You can find it at your Play Store or App Store. It's everything you need to make a podcast, and it distributes everything for you so it can be heard on multiple platforms such as Spotify, Apple, Google Podcasts, and many more. This is what I'm currently using right now to edit and record my podcast, and you can do so from your phone or computer. And the tools are really easy to use to help document the Big Cat Lounge journey. So what are you waiting for? Go today and download it.
Tell us a little bit about your time working as a hackathon. Just for those that don't know, like what a hackathon is, if you can shed some light.
Yeah, absolutely. I would really like to share the journey of my hackathon, because a lot of people who are studying in universities or studying in colleges, they just tend to do get a bookish knowledge, and they just tend to get marks, or they just tend to get scores, or they just tend to get ranks in order to show that they have a good quality of skills. But that is totally wrong. Hackathon is the best platform. Hackathons are actually the competitions that is run in throughout a day. Like it is run for a 48 hours, or it is run for a 72 hours. It is a 72 hours or 48 hours competition where the industrialists come over there, and they will provide you with the questions, industrial problems, and you have to solve the real life problem in that 48 hours along with your teammates. So the best thing about hackathon, what I felt, was that you get to know how to work efficiently in the team in a perfect manner. You get to know how to coordinate with your team members. And the second best thing about hackathon is that since it is a time constrained journey, so within a time limit, you get to solve a industrial problem. And when we solve the industrial problem, so we actually get to know what problem the world is facing. So just reading the book is okay. If you gain marks, if you earn marks, you will get a lot of reputation, you will get a lot of appreciation by getting good marks in colleges or universities. But after completing your universities, after getting your graduation, when you come outside the world, from outside your bookish knowledge, then you will see, okay, there are some different problems in the world, how to solve that. So this is the place, the hackathons that are conducted all over the world by different universities, by different companies. They actually provide us with good problems what they are actually facing in the industry. and we use our mind ideas, our mindset, our creativity, our knowledge, and we try to solve that problem in the given time constraint. And the previous hackathon what I participated, that was the summer COVID hackathon. That was really great, and we built an amazing application for COVID patients in that hackathon. And even we never thought that that application would be that good, and currently that application is really appreciated even by our university. So I would really like to suggest to all the youths who are studying in the university, check out for the hackathons that is happening all over the world. You can get numerous hackathons all over the world on Google itself. Try participating in them, not for winning the hackathon, just to know the work culture of the hackathon, just to know the industrial problems, and just to know the real problems what is happening all around the world, so that you can keep yourself updated and you can see how people are reacting to those problems when it comes into a picture.
And how would one prepare themselves? Because, you know, let's just say you're just starting and you're in high school and you're thinking of going down this route. How would you start preparing yourself to sign up for to pursue this venture? Like, you'd have to have some form of qualification or prerequisite, right?
Yeah. So basically, every hackathon has their statement problems. Okay. So, for example, the COVID hackathon has a statement problem to bring out something productive that can help COVID patients. So, all the hackathons have some problem, and everything is not learned at a time. You need to give time to everything. For example, let's say if someone is really good at coding, if someone I was really good at graphic designing, if someone is really good at coding, if someone else is really good at machine learning, so what you have to do, you can't do, as I told previously, you can't do anything alone. You need to formulate a good team. Try interacting with people on LinkedIn. Also, you can try interacting with people that, hey buddy, this is a hackathon happening out there, and it is a really good thing, and we can try out participating in that. Formulate a good team with various diverse team members. You can take some good coder, you can take some good graphic designer, you can take some good different field, machine art, machine learner. Then you can formulate a team and you can go participate in the hackathon, and then you can try solving that problem in a group. So that is the way we can start working and we can start participating in the hackathon. And not all the hackathons are of very difficult level. Some hackathons what I participated, that was very easy. Some has the problem statement of solving the scarcity of water. So when you work in a team, you can brainstorm and you can think that, okay, you might have seen the scarcity of water in your own locality, how it is there. Some other team members has seen in some other way. So you can brainstorm and you can discuss among yourself that let's make something a product kind of thing or a service kind of thing to help out the people who are facing problems of scarcity of water. Then you will come up with the idea, you will present your idea to the judges. Maybe they like your ideas, and the best thing about hackathon is that apart from the good prize money, there are even lot of good investors in the judges. Even if your idea is really very good, you can even get lot good investors to make your idea even a product or a service. So I would really like to say that all the people who have a creative mindset, who have a lot of ideas in their mind, and if you want your idea to come into picture as a product or as a service, do participate in the hackathon, and I'm damn sure that you will really get a lot of appreciation. And if you don't even win the hackathon, you can see others ideas and you can learn that, okay, what other team members or what other competitors are thinking in the same questions when you get the same situation. So that's why hackathon is really good to participate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then you get exposed to see if that's something
Yeah.
you want to pursue down the road as a full-time career, or you know, it could open up so many avenues. Yeah, even just networking, I think, and being there, surrounding yourself with like-minded individuals.
Yeah, the best thing is networking. Actually, when I came into LinkedIn and when I started participating in this sort of competition, I really made a good network. And you never know that which person, which good network of yours can help you in someday. So making good networking is the best thing that any person, any youth can start doing right now. If he's not making a good network, he should start participating in the competition. He should start talking to the people. He should start becoming a bit extrovert and trying to make a good connection out of himself, and so that it can help them in the future as well.
One thing is just, yeah, I guess never stop learning. I know that's one thing. Like, once you're done your structured learning, then it's up to you to continue to seek it out. I know for yourself, you're continuing to just continue get new certifications. I think you have like some Six Sigma certifications under your belt. So you're just always, you're hungry to continue to learn, right? Regardless of just your degree itself.
Yeah, of course. See, this is the best thing that I really wanted to discuss, that the colleges have been closed, the schools have been closed, the universities have been closed, the even companies have been closed. Everything is going online, right? In this pandemic, everything is going online. So instead of just wasting the time on video games or wasting the time on chilling on Netflix or watching movies, there are numerous number of online courses on Coursera, on Udemy, and there are numerous websites where you can go and you can do online courses. I have done around 15, 16 online courses myself in this pandemic. And what is the benefit of doing these courses is that there are great professors from all over the world. They come over there to teach you. The pre-recorded online videos are there. Even there are the quizzes which you can solve after listening to every video, and then you can think, you can judge yourself that okay, I have seen this video and I have got to learn something new. And the in last you'll get some certification which is directly added on LinkedIn. So whenever if you, for example, say you wanted to be a graphic designer, so there are numerous courses that you can do online on graphic designing. And when someone adds all those certifications on LinkedIn, so if any good graphic designer or any company looking for a graphic designer will look on your profile, so that company will see, okay, this person has done endless number of certification on graphic designing, so he or she must be really knowing a lot about graphic designing. So
Hmm.
this is how I wanted to tell everyone, this is how everyone should leverage their free timings. If anyone is free, start doing some online courses. If you are not even free for hour or for 2 hours, you can even watch that video 15 minutes per day. So watching a single video 15 minutes, and then you can complete a complete course or duration in 2 weeks or 3 weeks. You can complete a entire course, and then you can get the certificates if you pass out the quizzes. So online courses are the best thing. See, transformation is happening in the world. So to match the pace of this world, we need to transform ourselves as well. If the colleges are closed, if the universities are closed, if the things are going online, then even we should start learning online on our own. And these videos, these online courses are the best way to learn if you want to learn something new, or if you want to learn something that you are really interested about.
Yeah, completely agree with you. I mean, if your tools and your resources are limited, then it's up to you to pivot and to just continue to be aligned and on track. Because I think right now a lot of students and a lot of children all around the world are just put out of alignment with their structure and with the curriculum. So it's up to like their parents and just the people around them to really start feeding and nurturing them with knowledge. Otherwise, it may not be in a defined manner. So it's just, yeah, making sure that you're seeking it out as much as you can.
Yeah, exactly. Like uh, in the past times, it was really difficult getting education because you have to go to school, you have to go to colleges. But nowadays everything has become so easy. Even if someone is having internet, instead of I already tell everyone, instead of wasting a lot of time on playing games, or instead of wasting a lot of time in chilling with Netflix, it's okay to watch movie, it's okay to watch games. But at the end of the day, I always do that thing. At the end of the day, before sleeping, you should think that in the entire day, did you learn something new, or did you give something new, did you added something new in your life? If you didn't do that, just wake up, don't sleep, just wake up, learn something new that day. It can be a word also, it can be anything, it can be a new skill, it can be a word, it can be a phrase, it can be anything. Learn something new every day, then only go to a sleep. If everyone start practicing this thing, right? So every day you will add something in your life, every day you will add new skills, every day you will add new things. So here comes the use of online courses. If you are doing online courses every day, you are going to learn something new through that courses. And the best takeaway from that course is that at the end of the course you are going to get certificates, and that certificates are really valuable for when you add them on LinkedIn, or when you add them on any places. When you are going for interview, you can showcase that I have done this number of certificates online. Then even the interviewer will think, okay, this person, this candidate who has came for the interview, he can learn things on his own. He's not dependent on the faculties, he's not dependent on the professor, that if they will teach then only he'll learn. he's trying to learn something on his own, and that creates a very good impression of that candidate if he's going for a job or if he's going for an interview. Learning or on our own is the best thing that we can do during this pandemic. We have a lot of time, we can start doing a lot of courses online, and we can gain a numerous number of skills that can be added on LinkedIn as well.
Yeah. So for yourself, you started off in July just as an intern, and then now you're a design team lead. So tell us a little bit more of that transformation, because being a team lead requires a lot of additional responsibility. So how have you been able to position yourself to be successful in this role?
Yeah, this is a great story actually. So as I told you that I was never a graphic designer, I was a mechanical engineer. So in this pandemic, I started learning new skills on graphic designing, and then I applied for various internships in graphic designing. And after I did 4 or 5 internship, I really got to know a lot about graphic designing. So what happened? I got to know about an NGO called Mitti Ke Rang, and then I got to know about a social venture, an NGO called Skillshare Foundation. So I tried to work with that NGO, and due to my good graphic skills, they selected me to work with them. And I worked about 4 or 5 months in Mitti Ke Rang, and my work was really appreciated by the CEO. That is Amit Jain sir, and he just told me one day that Swapnil, you are doing really well as a graphic designing member, and you are working really well. So I really wanted you to be the team lead of the graphic designing work. So that was a really great thing. Like, but the thing is that every opportunity or every position come with a great responsibility. So apart from the team lead in the Mitti Ke Rang, even I was offered as a director of design for Skillshare Foundation, which I am right now. So I'm working as a director of design for Skillshare Foundation, and I'm working as a team lead for Mitti Ke Rang. So right now what I do, I manage the work, and I have some juniors with me. I try to guide them, I try to teach them. So
Yeah.
uh, why I was selected as a team lead, what I feel that because the best thing what I do, that I just don't put orders on my juniors who are working with me. I never put orders. I always try to persuade them, saying that you need to learn. The best thing is, you know what the best thing is, that if you feel that you are learning while doing some work, now you'll never get bored while working. A lot of people say that I have got bored with my job, I'm not feeling happy working here. So if you don't enjoy your work, better to quit that work and do something what you enjoy. So I really enjoy graphic designing, and I really love doing graphic designing, and that's why all my colleagues and all my juniors who are working with me, I always tell them that learn something from graphic designing. Even if you leave this company, or even if you leave this NGO, you should say that before I was not knowing anything about graphic designing, and at present day I'm knowing something about graphic design. So that is the growth. So I always try to motivate all my colleagues, all my juniors, by saying that learn something, and if you're learning something every day, so the team runs very smoothly. So whenever I assign any work to my juniors, they don't take it as a work, they take it as a challenge, that okay, this is a challenge, I need to do this. And after doing that, after completing that work, I ask them seriously, I ask them that what did you learn from this. If you learn something, then it's well and good. If not, then try to learn something. What changes I tell them in the graphic design templates, I tell them that learn something, you need to learn something from these changes. And if you're learning something, that means you are growing in your life. So the growth is really important in each and every work. It can be a small work, even it can be a big work, but we should always see that we are growing somewhere. If we are growing, then that work what we are doing is worthwhile.
Hmm. Hmm. And for yourself, I mean, you've continued to grow, and I guess you started, Swapnil Artworks. I think you started that back in 2017. So tell me a little bit more about some of the things that go into to the artwork that you're working on.
Yeah, so basically, there was a time like when I was in class fourth or fifth, I had a really good habit, or you can say a hobby of drawing. So when I grew older, I didn't leave my hobby, because the best thing about your hobbies is that either it's God gifted, or it makes you happy. Your hobbies will always make you happy whenever you are tense, or whenever you are too occupied with the work. Just pursue your hobby for few minutes and you'll get happy. So painting or sketching was my hobby. So I tried to put it to another level by portraying the feelings what I felt inside through my painting. So recently what I do, I always portray a painting which is reflecting some problem, either a problem of prostitution or a problem of child abuse or a problem of human torture on animals. So I try to portray all that feelings in my painting. And even I tell people, I tell everyone that if anyone really loves my painting, or if anyone really wants to buy my painting, they can buy my painting. But the main mission of this painting, what I have portrayed, is that if I'm earning a monetary fund, if I'm earning even a single penny from this painting, that money will directly go for the welfare of the poor children. I'm not going to use that money for myself, because that is the talent what God gifted me. And God really wants to tell us that if I've given you some talent, and if you are earning money through that talent, please try using them that for some poor people who can't afford that. So I always say people that if you are buying my painting, the money what I am going to earn through that painting, that will be used for the welfare, for the caring of the poor children, not for my benefit. So that's why I changed the perception of my hobby into a goodwill.
You picked why you picked this field, with mechanical engineering. Is that something that you just as a child, it's just something that you really wanted to do, or like how does it work? I guess, how did you have to decide?
So yeah, basically, mechanical designing is not all about machines actually. So when I was child, I always used to love machines. So I really love machines right now. Whenever I used to get a toy, whenever I used to get a car from my dad, so I used to play with that car, and I really used to think that how this car is functioning. Or whenever I even right now till day, whenever I walk on roads, whenever I see the bridges, whenever I see any machine or anything that is working outside the road, I always used to have a perception that how is this made, what forces are acting on it, how is this working. So that thought of mine somewhere made me crazy about machines, about mechanical engineering. And so I when I got to get into Vellore Institute of Technology, that is VIT University, and when I got mechanical, I was really glad to work in a mechanical engineering department, because while performing lab experiments, while studying, I got to learn a lot new in my way. So that's why I got a really great interest in mechanical designing. And that's why even the company what I chose, that is one of the best company, that is L&T, and even there I will be working as an associate engineer itself. So there also I'll pursuing my career in as a mechanical engineer itself. So mechanical engineering, machines, robots, and all the things that are working around us, that really makes me so happy to see that how they are working. I really want to see the details, to see every minute function of that machine, how it works. And whenever I get to know that, so it really makes me happy. So that's why I chose mechanical engineering.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, you're very, very passionate about it. I can tell. So that's exciting that you're able to, live your dream and continue to achieve happiness every day, just with what you're doing, with what you're working on.
Thank
I know
you.
it's not that easy for those when they have to do a specific task, or even for their career. If they're not happy with what they're doing, it can make for a very long time very difficult.
Yeah, like I always tell my friends, and even I tell everyone that there will be bad times, there will be times when you'll feel really low, there will be times when you might get jobless, you might not be having anything to do. But just believe in God and just believe in yourself, that I always believe this, that God gave everyone a talent. Once even a single talent is given to everyone in this world, but it's us who we should try to brainstorm in ourselves, and we should try to think, okay, what talent do I have, to which I can leverage it, and to which I can make it publicized, to through which I can earn money. So it depends on us. I have seen a lot of people who have really great communication skills, but they don't know how to leverage communication skills and earn money. So
Yeah.
we should always try researching it. We should always try researching that, okay, can I earn money through this talent? There are a lot of people who will make you laugh whenever you will talk to them, so they can make that talent and they can become a stand up comedian, but they don't know how to do that. So it's us, we should always try thinking, we should always try researching in our free time, that if we are jobless, we should try thinking that, okay, this is the talent what I have, and this is the talent what I'm doing really great. Try polishing that talent, add some more spices in that talent, and then you can present that talent as a great piece and great masterpiece to the world, and people will really appreciate you, and there will be a lot people who will be willing to pay you for your talent. So
Mhm.
everyone can do that.
Yeah, they will. It's just maximizing your time. Like right now, I mean, there's 11 months left in the year, and we're still in the pandemic, but it's just reflecting back and making sure everyone sets, I guess, New Year's goals. So it's just like a lot of people now are probably like, oh well, I said I was going to go to the gym, and it's now 4 weeks in, I'm probably not going to do that. So it's just making sure that you're accountable and just moving forward and making progress and hitting some milestones, just so you can at least feel good that you're getting things accomplished. Because that's another thing, is sometimes you may just do the same mundane tasks, and it's not anything that you feel proud about doing.
Yeah, a lot of people I've seen that they don't take that thing seriously. As you told that we are not doing task on time. For example, took the example of going to gym. So there are a lot of people who take going to gym as a task. So if you take going to gym as a task, or if you take doing anything, uh, if you take leveraging LinkedIn as a task, na, so you will always get bored after some time. But instead of taking it as a task, if you really enjoy that thing, or if you really do that thing with a great feel, with great positivity, and if you don't make it a task, make it a routine. I have made uploading good post, I have made uploading positive post on LinkedIn as a routine. So if
Yeah.
you make it as a routine, you'll never feel bored, and you will always have energy to do that. So it will become a part of your life. So if you want to do anything, make it a part of life, instead of just thinking that, okay, I have to do this, I have to do this. Make it a part of life, and things will go really easy, and you will never feel bored by doing that thing.
To the followers, if they want to find out more about your journey, where can they look?
Yeah. So if anyone really wants to connect with me, or if anyone really wants to know about my life journey, or if anyone wants to get any sort of help, so they can connect with me either on LinkedIn. My name is Swapnil Agrahari on LinkedIn, or they can message me on Instagram as well as Swapnil Smiles. My Instagram ID is Swapnil Smiles. So I'm ready to help to anyone who is seeking for the help, and I really feel so happy if someone seeks for the help, and if I can make them smile. So it really makes me smile if I add smiles in life of people, and if I'm spreading smiles. So my main mission is to spread smiles. So if anyone is seeking for smiles, or if anyone is thinking that I'm getting depressed, or how should I start working in this field, or if anyone wants to know how to even leverage their skills and make money out of it, I'm ready to help. I'm always ready to, with my open arms. You just need to say a simple hi, and you just need to say a simple problem what you're facing, and in my free time, I'll surely reply you, and I'll surely make sure that you get helped out from my side.
Oh, thank you so much. Well, thanks
It's my
again for your
pleasure.
time, Swapnil. We appreciate it here at the Big Cat Lounge podcast. Do you have anything else that you want to say for parting words?
Yeah, I just want to say everyone that be happy, be healthy. You don't need others to say that you can't do this, you can do this. You just need your jest inside you to say that, buddy, you can do this, and you need to believe yourself instead of expecting others from to believe you. Just believe in yourself and start doing this, because whenever you will follow your passion, now whenever you will follow your passion, it doesn't matter if you, even if you earn less money, if you, even if you get less appreciation, but at the end of the day, if you are following your passion, you will really feel satisfied with your life. So just follow your passion and be happy, be healthy. And I'm really glad, Big Cat Lounge, that you brought me here and to share my thoughts, my perceptions, and I hope that it will add some smiles in life of people.
Thank you so much. Yes, it truly will.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Thank you. You too.
We are accepting applications if you think you have what it takes to be a big cat and be a guest on the show. Email us at bigcatlounge@gmail.com. Thank you for listening to the Big Cat Lounge podcast. Hope to see you soon.